This semester, our group set out to talk to entrepreneurs in the real world about their experiences in the field. Our group, number 4, had the opportunity of interviewing 3 senior executives from 3 different companies. We interviewed Gary Lung, Vice President of Primacy Management Inc., the first company to establish walk-in clinics in superstores across Canada. Next, CEO Rubal Kundra from Nirvana Homes, and lastly, Alex Tran, the co-founder of 500px, a photographers network company. This video will address the 3 main key differences we found when comparing all 3 executives' responses. And hopefully by the end you'll come to realize that while there are significant differences, there is no best practice when it comes to operations and communication within an organization. Each company is different and should therefore develop a unique system that works best for them.
After analyzing the responses we got from our executives, our group immediately noticed that these organizations each had their own unique method of sharing information to their teams. Nirvana Homes and 500px were both companies that emphasized communication through informal techniques, while Primacy Management used more formal techniques. The first 2 companies both used a group messaging application called WhatsApp in addition to the more traditional forms such as meetings and emails. Our executive from Nirvana Homes said that this was the case because their company is still a small startup with many small issues that constantly need addressing. WhatsApp allows for these issues to be fixed faster than if done so through email and less intrusively if done through a phone call. 500px said that they use WhatsApp because their teams are split up into fairly small groups that work together on projects, and that WhatsApp allows them to collaborate more effectively than other methods of communication. Primacy Management was the company that had more formal ways to communicate, and this was the case because they are already a large company in which communication channels are established and based on hierarchy. Through this, we learned how companies operate very differently based on the size of their organization.
Another key point we learned from the interviews was companies' hiring practices. All 3 companies use different methods to find new employees, because in this way, they can find the best match for their organization. Primacy Management Incorporation and Nirvana Homes hired individuals depends on their past experience and highly regard their communication skills. Both companies designed their hiring practices to make sure that they are hiring the goal-oriented individuals who display high levels of customer service skills. That's because both companies handle client relations and manage various contracts. Therefore, they aim to hire individuals who have experience working in the industry. Nirvana Home is a new company, so it is essential that they sign contracts with individuals who display high levels of past experience in order to minimize any legal or social issues. However, 500px focuses more on visual creativity and photography, and this company aims to create a fun and enjoyable environment. Because companies base their hiring process on morals and required qualities of the job, we found different companies have different hiring methods.
Lastly, another key point that we noticed during our interviews was how the work distribution between the employees varied based on the size of the company. We found that in larger companies such as Primacy Management Inc., the employees followed a top-down approach in their work distribution practices. Each employee works on a specific task or a field that best matches their capabilities and specializations. However, for companies such as Nirvana Homes and 500px, they both focused on a collaborative method of work distribution. Since Nirvana Homes is a startup company, the senior executive/CEO takes on more than one responsibility, such as the sales and leasing departments. However, 500px chooses a collaborative method of work distribution because they focus on smaller creative projects. Therefore, the key learning point that we found was that an individual's position within a company does not necessarily determine the amount of work they must take on. This is because in some companies they focus on a more collaborative work method, whereas other companies have a more established and prominent hierarchical approach.
We hope you enjoyed learning about the key findings we gathered from interviewing these 3 entrepreneurs from various fields. Thank you.
Created using Powtoon.